Okay, so now that we have our heart project done, we're going to paint the background. What's great about crayon is it resists. When you push really hard on crayon and try to paint on top of it, a lot of times the paint won't sit on that crayon because oil and water don't mix when using watercolors, which is what we're using today. Now you do want to be careful. You don't want to get paint on the inside of your hearts because a lot of us did a lighter value, so that trick doesn't work as well, but it's okay to paint near the edge of the hearts and on top of those lines we did. You're going to get 3 watercolors. Now they're a little different than the watercolors we normally use in the palettes. These are kind of more of a liquid form. And a lot of times I'll add some water to these to lighten them up a bit, but I didn't do that today because I want you to practice lightening your paint up using water on your own. So you're going to stick with 2 primary colors only, and remember the rule to wash your brush between colors. Just 2. If you pick all 3, you're going to get a brown color, which is not what we want. We want bright colors like the style of Chris Uphew's work. So I'm going to go in, I think I'm going to do red and blue, and I'm just going to go around my heart and trace around one of my hearts. Now you'll notice if I do get a little bit in there inside the heart, it does kind of color it a little bit. So I don't want to get too much. Now I want you once in a while you're painting with your color to add some water just to spread that paint out and lighten it up. So I'm going to lighten it up. You can even add water to your paper first and then go on top with the liquid watercolor. That seems to work pretty well for most friends. So I kind of try to wet the area first and then go back with just a little bit on the tip of my brush to kind of spread that out. Now what I want you guys, friends, to do as you're painting today is I would like you to try mixing 2 of those primary colors to see what you get. So I'm going to go in now, wash my brush, and I'm going to go in with that blue. And as you can tell, it's really dark, so I'm just going to get a little water, spread it out, and see what I get. And look what color I'm making. A little bit of purple. So you're going to work around the page. If it sounds scratchy, you need more water. And you're just kind of moving that brush along the paper. Okay, making sure you have ballerina toes, experimenting with water to lighten up the paint a little bit and spread it more, and also mixing your 2 colors that you picked. So I'm trying to go around the hearts so that way I stay outside of them. I don't want to paint right on top. So as you can hear, I'm hearing scratchies, so I'm going to go in, get more water, spread that out. So you're going to keep going until the whole background's full with those 2 primary colors that you picked. Just don't forget, you want to keep adding water to your brush to spread that paint out. Hey friends, so that's looking good. As you can tell right here, there's a little bit of mixing going on, but not a lot. And the reason for that is when I went in with the blue, the red had already dried on me. So while you're working with this, you really want to make sure that you're getting areas while they're still wet when you want any kind of mixing going on. So again, if I go in here, there's not really a lot of mixing because it's not wet. Okay, so experiment with water and color mixing. That's looking pretty good to me, and I'm going to add it to the drying rack.